Hey guys, Shadney back with another process video for my Colorado Wednesday series, and I do know that it is Thursday, and I had this video all ready to go yesterday and just didn't ever have a chance to do the voiceovers. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I don't want to miss another week of not posting on a Wednesday. So first of all, what I've done here is I've got two photos. I've already matted them in white and adhered them together, and then I added foam, like a foam sheet behind both together. So now I've just pulled out the hexagon punch, and this I think is the smaller one, and I have a bunch of scraps that I used. This one is to coordinate with the last layout I did that had the hexagons across the top. This one though, I am going to do them across the bottom. They don't match like exactly, but they coordinate together. I don't usually do 2-page spreads, and this one definitely is not a 2-page spread, but they do coordinate, so they look good together. Sorry, I'm trying really hard not to say okay, I promise. I'm so sorry. I'm trying really hard not to say it. But they are coordinating just because I didn't really know what to do. Not all of my layouts in this album are coordinating, the ones that are side by side, obviously. They're just kind of random. But in this case, I just thought it would be a cool look. And to coordinate so I could use the hexagons on both pages. So right now what I've done is I've just punched out a ton of hexagons from all of those scraps, and I'm just kind of arranging them on the background, trying to see kind of what shape I want to do, how far up to go, and to try to keep all the colors evenly spaced out. So now I'm going to go ahead and start adhering them down. I am scooting them all to the right just a little bit so that everything stays more centered. And then I'm going to start adhering them down. And then the ones across the bottom, I do just let them hang over, and then we'll trim them off later. And I'm starting in the middle and working outwards. I'm going across the bottom first and then going to work from the middle out and up, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to make sure they all stay very evenly spaced out, and if I do the ones across the bottom first, they will line up with the bottom edge, and then working upwards, they should hopefully stay evenly spaced out. So I was trying to keep them as evenly spaced out as possible and not get them all wonky or end up twisted or anything like that. And so this is a really great way to create a background and use up a ton of scraps. And you could do it in a variety of ways, because this way I've used that coral as the background and then done mostly neutrals over the top of it. But you could also do it with like tone on tone would be kind of cool, or like white on white and then do mixed media over it. That would be really, really cool. Actually, I really like that idea, but I think you'd have to adhere it down with liquid glue to keep it from those hexes from popping up, maybe. That's on my list for the future. Okay, sorry. Back to this layout. I have them all adhered down. I trimmed off the edges just so everything was nice and even. And now I'm just playing with the photo to try to make sure where I want it. I pulled off the adhesive from the back of this foam, and it's just craft foam. What I did was I adhered the other side with a tape runner to the photos themselves, and then this side with the adhesive from the craft foam. So I just cut this this little rectangle. It's one of the scraps from that I used for the hexes, and it's like a wood grain paper. I just did the border punch down the edge of it just to give it that little bit of texture and just some interest, and then adhered it behind the photo where it's just peeking out across the top and the left side. Then I pulled out these wood veneer pieces from Memento, I think. Sorry. They are ones I got at Tuesday morning, I believe. And I'm just going to use a couple of those on the page. I kind of forgot about them, honestly, during this whole process, so it was kind of cool to incorporate them into a layout. And with how busy the hexagon background was, I didn't really know what else to do. Like, I was trying to do stuff that wasn't going to take away from the hexagons, but also that wasn't going to make it more busy feeling. And I feel like the wood veneer with just the black, it kind of was a nice balance. So I pulled out the Heidi Swap. It's a coral color. I can't remember what it's called. The color mist, and just sprinkled some across like a diagonal from kind of the top left of the photo to the bottom right of the photo. Now I'm pulling out some thickers for a title, and I just used a pre-made title. This was honestly not anything big. It wasn't a big thing to remember or anything. There's, I don't think, any journaling, maybe a very little bit of journaling. And that was it, because it's just a continuation of the photos from the zoo trip. But it was just really cute photos of Indian Phil, so I wanted to make sure that they were documented, but there wasn't like a big story behind it or anything. So I just used gold thickers that just said happy day. And there's that Smiles is, I believe it's a die cut, but I don't know what from. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. Then now I'm adding, I can't tell what that is. Oh, little tiny word strips, I think. Sorry, it's hard to see right now. It's also very early in the morning, and I'm trying to do this before everyone else wakes up. But whenever I record on my the video, when I do the voiceover, sorry, I'm not processing right. When I do the voiceover, there's like a box across the bottom part of the video, so I can't tell exactly what I'm doing, but I believe they're just tiny word strips. I don't know what they're from though. Then I pulled out some wood veneer pieces, and they're just some hearts, and just scattered them around to add some more to those clusters. And I'm going to adhere those down with my Nuvo adhesive. And I also pulled out these enamel dots, or they're called epoxy, but they're enamel dots basically. But they're in different, sorry, I don't know what that noise is. They're in different like neutral tones, but they're really cool. I don't use them very often. I kind of am a hoarder, and I've been saving them for something special. You know how that is. But I love that they're hexagon shaped, and it coordinated with this page, so I used them for that. And then this is the Nuvo Drops. It's a yellow brick road, I believe is the color. And I just add some of those to finish it off, and that's about it. The page didn't have a lot of extra to it, but that hexagon background just makes it stand out anyway, so you don't really need a whole lot of extra. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry, my voiceover was kind of all over the place. My brain's kind of crazy and scattered. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please hit like if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more. Have a wonderful day, and happy scrapping. Bye.